10 degrees cooler. Packed house, of course, at Lambeau Field. And the final regular season game starts, as so many games do, with a touchback. He, of course, is the back here on first down from the 20. And AP will pick up 2 hard-earned yards up to the 22-yard line. 10 and 5 this season, with a little help from number 28. And there goes Peterson. A flag is thrown. There was action up front, and Peterson, for the moment, is up to the 31-yard line. Looked like B.J. Raji may have crossed the line of scrimmage. The nose tackle for the Packers, Bill Vinovich, who reffed last year's Super Bowl, is tonight's referee, and they picked the flag up. Penalty obviously would have been declined anyway with a gain of 10. Now Bridgewater, and he's going to go deep downfield, and he had a man open. That's Jerick McKinnon. And Peterson swinging to the outside, looks to cut it back, can't. Tackled there by Clay Matthews, who, believe it or not, has not made a single tackle in the last 2 games. We have 5 receivers in this set. Bridgewater, the play clock at 0, throws, crossing over the middle is McKinnon, but they'll tackle him at the 37. So a blown opportunity on that long pass to McKinnon, and it's 4th down, and they'll punt.
And hold him short of the first down. Uh-oh, here we go.
Jeff Locke, and they're going to fake it, and to the outside, and they're going to get the first down. Adam Thielen, a wide receiver, is inside the 30, and Thielen gets tackled at the 21-yard line.
They've got leverage right out here, but just don't pick up the fact that the ball is going to be snapped and directly run this way. Really, he was right there in position to be able to make a play on that one, just unable to do so. Kennard Backman, I believe that was 86.
And off he goes for a gain of 41. And this time with a fullback, Zach Line in the game. They fake it to him. Bridgewater, he can run, but not very far here. He gets forced out of bounds by Clinton Dix
in the first drive.
So Mike McCarthy in his 10th year on the other side to the playoffs 8 times. Play action, Bridgewater to the end zone, and that's incomplete. Intended for Michael Pruitt, that protocol.
And here's where they've had problems pass protecting in the past.
Good job here, and then the pass is incomplete over the head of Jarius Wright. The opportunities go awry. 39-yard field goal off the foot of Blair Walsh is good. Gets to stay home next week. Loser on the road. And Blair Walsh will send this one through the end zone. Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl. Eddie Lacy is the running back. And Lacy to the outside. It's an interesting odyssey this season to the 21-yard line. Points. And Lacy again, and Lacy bursts through the seam. First down, not to the 32 on a gain of 11 yards for Eddie. He had 100 yards on the ground in that November meeting in Minnesota. Now you've got action up front. But Rodgers is so good at this. It's a free play. Normally he launches one, and he does here to the extent that he can, and the pass is incomplete. That's Tom Johnson who comes across the line. Aaron's been doing that brilliantly for years. You get the free play, you get the flag. You know, you can't lose anything, and off he goes.
Offside. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
No, they do not.
First time we've heard of that. 1st and 5 now. And this is Lacy going to the outside and going nowhere. And everybody moving around and sitting. Normally a guard playing left tackle. Very interesting to watch what happens up front. And of course the crowd salutes Mr. John Kuhn every time he gets the ball with that chant. He takes it down to the 39. Play clock at 1. And Rodgers with a deep retreat. Getting away, and he's going to be a little short of the first down. Eric Kendricks, little linebacker, is there to stop him, inches shy. Play clock at 5. And they will indeed. And Lacy is going to get the first down with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th efforts. Behind John Kuhn, looked like they had him stopped in the backfield.
But fought his way for that first down.
Number 43 now, Lacy. Look at that, moving the entire pile. You got about 10 guys in there. And Eddie Lacy keeps those legs going. A lot of talk about Eddie reporting overweight. And
time of year he usually takes off.
2nd down and 4. play action. Rodgers fires. That's caught wide open. And that's a first down to the 34-yard line to Richard Rodgers, the tight end. No doubt at the end of the game, in a game they were trailing badly and early, and win it at the end on the Hail Mary. Now got Lacy again. Smith had missed a couple of games, came back last week, had a pick 6 against Eli Manning in the win against the Giants. And here goes Lacy again, bowling his way to the 24-yard line. Chad Greenway, who may retire at the end of the season after 10 seasons. Vikings almost jump. And on 3rd and 1, here's Starks to the outside, and Starks able to thread his way to the 19-yard line. Tackled there by Greenway. Another Green Bay first down.
Hanging on to the ball. He got a little extra cheer that time.
Pass to the outside. James Jones slipping a tackle. 9-yard gain. James Jones, what an odyssey it's been for him.
That they got James Jones back.
For sure. Second down and 2. Fake to Starks. Rodgers surveying and throws it out of the back of the end zone. It'll be 3rd down and 2 at the 11. And out of a tight formation, Rodgers flips it, and it's caught by Kuhn at the 10. So now you've got a 4th down and 7. Tim Mastay to hold it. Rick Lovato is the new snapper. And the kick is good just inside the right upright. I'm all his. 2:02 left in the opening quarter. Game tied at 3. And we'll get a run back here from the goal line by McKinnon.
Block all the time.
Some of his carries limited in that game. He trailed all the way and by a big margin toward the end. He takes it to the 30-yard line, so you know the story with Peterson. Peterson one more time, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 2. Bunched up at the 32-yard line. Packers realigned defensively, and then a one-hopper is incomplete, intended for Mike Wallace.
But Teddy Bridgewater plays for a defensive coach, and he understands the value of throwing it in the dirt every once in a while.
Locks punt, collected at the 16. Mike the Hyde, and he gets stripped up at the 26. There's a flag down there. Relatively penalty-free first quarter. We'll hear from Bill Vinovich in a moment.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 83. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Green Bay keeps the ball. First down.
From the 16.
It's late in the year.
Right. Week 17. Rodgers. He flings it to the sideline, and that is caught, and that is Richard Rodgers.
Marshawn Lynch bag, double
James Starks here on a 2nd and 1. Picks up the first down. So again, if Minnesota wins the game, they go home.
the last 3 years, but to no avail.
They're looking for a 5th straight NFC North title, and Rodgers avoids the sack and flings it into the bench. Sitting 8th year in the league out of Central Florida. Here's Starks. Up to the 29, and we go to Michelle. Desert last Sunday. It's 3rd down and 8 here. Pressure put on. Rodgers gets enveloped. You've got Harrison Smith on a safety blitz, and the sack back at the 23-yard line. 4th down.
We're going to be aggressive. We kind of first saw that in the Denver game, Al.
We did in week 7. Here's Mastay's pick. Sherrills collects at the 30, puts the ball on the ground, and it will go out of bounds. So they're lucky. Jeff Janis comes in there, creates the fumble.
In this state.
From the 16, nothing like being able to hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson, who is able to scramble back to the line of scrimmage. Seems to have everything under control. 2nd down and 10. Peterson to the short side of the field. 2 yards up to in the first round last year. Last pick in the draft, number 32 overall. 3rd down and 8. And Bridgewater fires to a wide open Mike Wallace. And Wallace out to the 40-yard line. One of their big off-season pickups. And only into the end zone twice this season. 39 receptions overall. Give it to Peterson up to the 43-yard line. He goes 2nd down. Houston Texans when they were born in 2002. Second and 8, and checks it off underneath. Peterson slips, and then gets tackled by Ryan after a gain of a couple, and now you got a little action along the sideline. There's only 2 white shirts in amongst about 9 green to determine the champion. 3rd and 7, and look out, slicing through, avoiding the initial sack. It was Matthews who came in, and he created it. In a few years, we'll be looking at 2 guys who have busts in the Hall of Fame. You would think. Both on their way. Fair catch call for, 19-yard line by Mike Hyde.
And 13 touchdowns, and basically Randall Cobb just barely below that. So that teamwork was the difference last year.
Lacey goes nowhere. Of course, Jordy Nelson, their number 1 guy, their deep threat.
Obviously, it's been nowhere close to that this year.
2-to-1 ratio, runs to passes. There's a little dump off, and that will go absolutely nowhere as Eddie Lacy makes the catch, and Kenrick Ellis is right there to make the tackle. 4-man rush on 3rd and 19, and Rodgers with that shoulder shake. Has time, throws. Lacy makes the catch and gets bottled up at the 24-yard line.
Roommates at UCLA as well.
Haven't heard the rebuttal yet. And now on 4th down and 5.
Wow.
Now I'm just looking at the sticks here. It's going to be very close. If Matt Asiata came across the line, which he did not.
Offense number 59. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Well, they call it on Green Bay. Lovato, who was working in his family's delicatessen a couple of weeks ago, cost him 5 yards. It's no baloney. Here's Marcus Sherrills at the 34, and out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It was good for 41 yards. Apart from that, they've gained only 50 yards in the game. And here's a pass that's caught for a 1st down by Thielen. He's the guy that took it 41 yards. On the fake, Demarius Randall makes the tackle, 1st down. 1st down, Bridgewater flanked by McKinnon. Shoots it out to McKinnon, and McKinnon down the sideline. Should pick up a 1st down. Nick Perry with the coverage on the play. But Diggs, the rookie wide receiver, he hasn't caught a pass yet tonight. And Adrian Peterson works his way to the 23-yard line.
And staying with the run in the way they did not in the first game.
2nd and 7. And Peterson gets tripped up at the 20-yard line. Well, Norv Turner's been around a long time. Mike Zimmer just checking out with a flag coming out at the end of that play. Now in the 2nd season with Mike
After
Zimmer.
the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 52. After the physical goal, automatic 1st down.
And that is Clay Matthews. And here goes Peterson. And he will always draw a crowd. That's Ellison again, coming into the slot. And Bridgewater gets chased and then just flings it away. Mike Neal put the heat on. It'll make it 3rd down and 8.
So not the man coverage we might expect.
And Bridgewater gets chased, and then jumping on top of him is Matthews at the 14-yard line.
All right against him.
32-yard attempt. Blair Walsh puts it through. Brett Favre here on Thanksgiving night when they put his name up on the Ring of Honor, and he will be inducted into Canton next August. Touchback here.
Right on the outside is creating more coverage inside against Cobb.
And the pass is taken here by Devontae Adams, and Adams is able to spin away and out to the 44-yard line on his 1st catch of the night. Broke away from Terrence Newman.
That big jump, had the big playoff game against Dallas, but then got hurt this year and hasn't really stepped up.
Gain of 24 there, dump it off to Starks, and he gets tackled immediately by Barr. Starks in the backfield. Showing blitz, here they come. They get to Rodgers, and the pass is incomplete, but flags come in. Intended for Jones. You got Newman covering him. Terrence in his 13th season in the league. Dallas, Cincinnati, and now here.
Pass interference. Defense number 23. Spot foul. Automatic 1st down.
Defensive choice against them.
Spread it out here and flip it to Starks. Starks takes the ball to the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
I also think it wears on him a little.
9 of 11, 72. Another short pass, and that's dropped by Cobb. Started to look downfield before he looked it into his hands, and it's 3rd and 4 with 1.5 minutes to play. And that is caught, but a tackle made immediately, and then the ball is juggled, but the play is over. That's Sendejo, but the play is dead. It has to be stopped from upstairs because there's no challenges in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Yeah, but I think that coaches, don't you sometimes say, well, let me just give them a chance to take one more look at it here?
Without question.
I'll tell you, that was some play, though, by Eric Kendricks. He is so fast out of that middle linebacker position. He was 3 or 4 yards inside Richard Rodgers at the snap of that ball and just ran him down. It looked like it was going to be a first down. Ball popped out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. 4th down.
I think that's the right call.
Yep, offset. 4th and 5. Blitz coming. Rodgers stepping away, going deep and incomplete, out of bounds. James Jones was there from their own 40-yard line. And Bridgewater to the sideline and incomplete. That was Diggs, who's had a really good rookie season. On draft choice of Minnesota, but he's pretty much a special teamer, at least in his rookie season. And that is caught near midfield. That is McKinnon. He'll take it close to the 50. 34 seconds. 1 timeout for the Vikings. And Bridgewater steps up in the pocket, has it batted. 2nd and 10. Matthews firing in through the middle, and he gets to Bridgewater, forcing him to throw it away. So it looked like they had 2 or 3 guys on Clay Matthews, but he still was able to bull his way in there. 3rd down. 3 seconds. 4-man rush. Matthews almost got there again. Instead, it's caught, but not for a first down. Stephon Diggs. It's 4th down now. Micah Hyde. Peterson. They got 1 on the clock.
They were just going to punt that. Yeah, I think I would have played that one a little differently with the clock. Would have liked to have at least taken a shot at that 60-yarder.
They kick a 60-yarder at Lambeau.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
It's not bad tonight. It's 26 degrees, but the wind is inside his 10-yard line. And Hyde will call for a fair catch and make it at the 17 with just 8 seconds. Next week against Minnesota, or they will be in Washington. Seahawks and Redskins just watching tonight to see who they will meet next week.
11.5 football games left in this season. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
11 playoff games. And the half of this one, or maybe overtime, who knows. We start with a touchback. 43 total yards for Minnesota in the opening half. First down for the 20. Start with a draw. And this is Lacey getting out to the 25-yard line.
Everson Griffin pulled a Clay Matthews there and zipped by him on the inside.
And they go no huddle here, and the catch is not made to 32. Could have been too many men on the field here as Green Bay got right up to the line of scrimmage. It was a 3rd down and 10.
12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
For Mike Zimmer's style of defense.
How many will come? 6. Cobb makes the catch, and the fine tackle, gang tackle is made there. Sendejo, the first guy to stand him up.
Savvy and all the stuff yet, but he is going to be a fine player.
2nd round pick out of UCLA, and you've got a bad punt here off the foot of Mastay. First possession for Minnesota in the half, the fake to Peterson. And Bridgewater slings one to the sideline, and that is incomplete. Intended for Jarius Wright. Maybe no, they're going to call it complete.
There's knowing that he switched positions and is still having that kind of impact.
From the 47, here's Peterson. Through the middle he goes, and that should be a first down when he gets up or close enough to it.
To stop and re-accelerate, fun to watch.
Works his way through the maze, and now coming around is Thielen with that big gain on the fake punt in the first quarter, and another big gainer for him here out of bounds near the 10-yard line. 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Peterson, little hurdle move, and gets taken out of bounds. He jumped over Demarius Randall. Clinton Dix rides him to the boundary. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Little 2nd down and 5. And again, that fake toss. And then Peterson burrows his way to the 3-yard line. Bridgewater out of the short gun to Peterson. And Adrian Peterson with a burst. They signal touchdown. So Adrian will look like he was stopped at just about the 1-yard line. Extra burst and the touchdown. I'll take a peek at it to confirm. Adrian Peterson with what will be, if it's confirmed, the first touchdown of the game.
Take a look. The front, very front edge. Does he cross the plane? No question. That's a touchdown. Remember, he does not have to cross the goal line. You just take that very front edge. Clay Matthews thought he had him, and then all of a sudden, I think it was T.J. Clemmings that came around and got him. If this is a run-blocking game, the advantage goes to the Minnesota Vikings. If it's a pass-blocking game, advantage goes to the Green Bay Packers. Peterson into the end zone. Now, Blair Walsh, who is one of the better kickers in the league, but somehow, some way, has missed 4 extra points this season. Go figure. And I'm a little surprised he wants to kick these from the right hash. Generally, right-footed kickers want to sort of hook that ball in, and they like it off the left hash. Right. Maybe he just wants to line up with that right goalpost and let it do its work. Or do you want to put it on the tee box, huh? Yeah. And the kick is good. And Walsh sends a ground ball down to the 1-yard line. Jeff Janis still going. Tackled at the 27-yard line. The Oakland Raiders, of course, a guy who spent so much of his time here in Green Bay. Out of the pistol this time. Lacey, and he gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. But you know, you look at Woodson, a little pushy shovey here, Chris. And watch the whole room go silent. Everybody wants to know what's on his mind. Played so many roles here with this defense. Rodgers flushed out. Keeps his eyes downfield next to the 28, Randall Cobb. Balls this year. Running a different kind of offense as Rodgers again looks downfield and then just has to throw that one away. Sharif Floyd sound going, and it wasn't cool. Maskey backing up. Sherrills at the 23. Flag comes down at the end. Ryan makes the tackle after a run back of about 13 yards. And Bill Vinovich will take the microphone in a moment. Super Bowl referee, right? He did a nice job last year. You can always say that he refereed one of the great Super Bowls of all time.
Illegal blocking the back. Receiving team number 51. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Minnesota keeps the ball. First down.
And the Vikings begin this drive with a Peterson run. You know, Chris, you look at the league this year, how crazy it is. I mean,
last 3 races only. Don't get caught up in those that happened a year ago. And I think he's right. Where are you today? And if you say, where are you today? Minnesota Vikings are playing pretty well right now. You know, I mean, there's some teams that are hot right now.
Infraction. Defense number 64. 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
Playing really solid, collective football.
That's the first down off the penalty. Peterson. What about in terms of turnarounds? What about Kansas City? From the 37-yard line, Bridgewater out of the pocket, steps out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. We go to Michelle. Lead of 16 for 91 yards. And he gets it away, and it's going to be picked off at the 43-yard line.
A catch.
Micah Hyde So Bridgewater.
Highlight catch or something. Watch this thing.
Meanwhile, Bridgewater throws it left-handed.
Throw. Now watch this back end of this thing. One hand, backhanded, wraps it back around his wrist and hangs on to it. That's insane.
He's just been signed by the National Highlight League.
Wow.
The previous play is under review. Timeout. After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It's an interception. First down, Green Bay.
Little doubt. 6.5 to go in the third. Can they cash in? Lacy takes the ball to the 39-yard line. That's a dozen carries for him. He started that pretty hot. Had an 11-yard gain early, but only 30 yards total for him. That's 2.5. 2nd and 6. Lacy again, setting up a 3rd and 2. Another gain of 4 yards for Eddie there. After the timeout from the 35, from the pistol, Lacy cuts it back and is able to, with a flag down for the moment, gets a first down before he gets thrust out of bounds. No flag at the end of the play, but one early on. Here's Vinovich.
Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
The center, Corey Lindsley. So a 3rd and 2 now becomes a 3rd and long.
They can't win outside.
3rd and 12. Looks over the man. He gets his arm hit as he throws.
Is that a fumble?
Yeah, now the Vikings are contending it is. For the moment, you've got Captain Munnerlyn going all the way to the end zone. Is the question.
Is that ball loose? Because if he pushes that ball forward after it's loose, I think that's a fumble. And I'll tell you who else did. Aaron Rodgers took off running immediately.
Recovered by Minnesota for a touchdown.
So clearly it gets reviewed. The ball is coming loose. It's in Rodgers' hand. Here's
After
Vinovich.
reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The ball is loose and pushed forward by an open hand. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The Vikings in general.
Extra point by Walsh makes it 20-3. The running backs. And with 4:28 remaining in the third, Blair Walsh kicks it deep into the end zone for a touchback.
I said, oh, of course they're going to beat the Vikings here, but Vikings had other plans.
Rodgers slings it too high to the outside. If they lose this game, the Green Bay Packers
waiting, and he'll have him right. He's a bit of a cornerback whisperer, believe me. He gets him right.
Dump to Starks, and that'll be a first down out to the 33. I said in all likelihood, Green Bay would have to win 3 on the road. First down at the 33-yard line. Rodgers this time protection pretty good, but nobody gets open. Second down.
Just that Aaron chose the wrong way to look.
2nd and 10. Starks is going to cut it back. And straight ahead out to the 39-yard line. 4 yards shy of a first down, flag down. Tell by McCarthy's reaction.
Holding. Offense number 71. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
That's Josh Sitton who moves over to.
Understanding that part of it.
You were joking about that, weren't you?
I always joke.
2nd and 18.
Yeah, but what I do is a joke.
From the 25.
There we go.
Rodgers going deep, and it's Jones making the catch. First down at the 43, under 3 to play in the quarter. Starks. Nice run there, gain of 7 yards before Floyd and Hunter take him down. Starks wants to check with Rodgers out of the pistol, but it's tossed back to him. And Starks gets bottled up near the line of scrimmage. Big third down coming up.
Boy, I like that young man, Eric Kendricks, in there.
From the 37-yard line. And Rodgers on a roll. Fires, no good. Intended for Jones along the sideline. Now what do you do? 3 receivers bunched to the right. Caught over the middle, and that is Cobb. And he should have a first down, and does. He's tackled there by Rhodes. Kendricks. 5-4.
blocked him.
Yeah. James Starks to the 30-yard line.
It's inside and allowing Kendricks to run.
This is the 11th play of the drive. And it's been Starks who gets to the 26-yard line, and that's going to take us through 5 receivers, all going out into the pattern, and Rodgers is going to pick up a first down on the ground. Hanging in there, this time going nowhere. 2nd and 11 from the 16-yard line, and Rodgers, boy, that secondary does its job again, but this time he finds Richard Rodgers, and he's in for the touchdown. Vikings say no. Rhodes was there to say he didn't get in, but that is the initial indication.
It was sort of an ad-lib play because it was held for so long, going to come up and cross over. Harrison Smith had him and then hesitated, I think, because maybe he thought Aaron Rodgers was going to run the ball again. Allowed Richard Rodgers to get to the edge, maybe.
Scoring play to be reviewed. Up in the air, over the goal line, over the pylon. As is McCarthy, as is the crowd. It is now confirmed. So touchdown. Now Crosby to try to make it 20-10. A minute and a half into the 4th quarter. So the Green Bay Packers desperately needing a drive in Green Bay. Cordero Patterson hopeful of a kickoff return, but not here. And he is back in. So now McKinnon is the running back, and he goes in behind line, and there goes McKinnon for a first down before Clinton Dix stops him.
Be afraid of Jerick McKinnon. He was huge the last couple of games.
And here he goes again. He had a 10-yard run, and now another 5-yard run out to the 35-yard line. Are the Vikings on a 2nd down and 5. And McKinnon again. This time he bulls his way up to the 37. Flag comes in, as you see, at the end of the play.
Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
And that's B.J. Raji. Penalties for 37. From the 42, there goes McKinnon. Can he get out of the backfield? Just for the moment he can. And then he is taken down by Ryan. Pinnell was there first. 2nd down and 12 now. Again, bleeding that play clock. And then a sidearm toss, and that's caught. Nick Perry makes the tackle on Rhett Ellison.
In that side to help, though.
From the right side of the defense. They pick him up, and it's caught. And trying to get the first down, but stops shy of that is Jarius Wright. So he's out to the 48.
A huge hit from Thomas.
Now locked to punt. Fair catch called for. Made at the 17-yard line. Randall Cobb is in the backfield. He sits up there with some frequency. Fake it to him. And Rodgers fires deep over the middle, and that's caught. And Devontae Adams out to the 34-yard line. Sendejo makes the tackle. That's a gain of 14 on a 26-degree night. Rodgers fires to the outside. Adams again gets taken down up the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 forthcoming here. And 2nd down and 4. Aaron moving out, firing, finding the open guy, and that's Jones. So they give him enough time, and James Jones is going to find some room.
Lucky wins. 319.
In the pocket, caught, Cobb over the middle, and that's enough for a first down at the 25-yard line. Cobb in the running back slot, and they're going to let him run this time. To the outside he comes, and gets tackled at the 23-yard line. Tom Johnson. Under 7 to go. And 2nd and 7. Rodgers, and he breaks away. and then out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Third and 3, Rodgers feeling pressure from behind, but then Griffin is able to run him down. Everson Griffin. Crosby to try to make it a 7-point game, which he does. They've been here in Lambeau since '57, and the kick is taken a yard in by Cordero Patterson, who's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Into Green Bay territory. And he loses the ball after he gets to the 30-yard line.
With the kicker chasing him from behind, watch Crosby swat it out. What a play. I just go figure. I tell you, the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers find more ways to win games. The Hail Mary this year, the way they beat Chicago a couple years.
7, the ball is at the 23-yard line. And Rodgers will throw. Cobb makes the catch. Picks up about 17. Run down by Munnerlyn.
And off the edge, they're going to have one-on-one out here.
Here he comes, and Rodgers rolling away deep downfield. That is caught. Jones. And he gets tackled to the 23-yard line by Terrence Newman. James Jones. And the clock, 4 minutes. Rodgers going deep down the left side, and that one is incomplete. Jones again. He said, our pedigree, we know how to win big games. He dumps it to Kuhn, and Kuhn takes it to the 10-yard line.
Oh, I like that play. Adjustment by Kuhn.
First and goal. And Rodgers to the outside. Cobb makes a one-handed catch and gets tackled immediately by Munnerlyn. Penalty.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 65. The penalties decline. Result of play, second down.
I agree with that, with Zimmer declining it here. I'd rather have one less play for this offense. Jones to the left. Matched up with Newman. Rodgers, and he's going to get taken down at the 13-yard line. That's Sharif Floyd with a big sack. Third and goal. Four-man rush, and Rodgers escapes the sack, buying all kinds of time, and has to throw it away. Vikings back off. 4 rush, 7 cover. Rodgers, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Xavier Rhodes.
Threw the interception on. You'll see it all out here. He's going to scramble around and make a throw all the way across his body, but there was so much room to work on the outside for James Jones, and for some reason Aaron Rodgers threw it back inside. You'll see that there was a good, healthy 7-8 yards on the outside here. If he leads it out there, that's going to be a touchdown.
Peterson is back in the game, and he fumbles it. He fumbles it to the 20-yard line. So you wondered about Peterson and whether he'd be in or not, and who has the ball. Of course, the Packers all think they do, but only the Zebras matter, and it is recovered by the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. Wild finish. The Vikings.
Yeah, just squirted out of the hands of Teddy Bridgewater. You don't know if it's because of those gloves or not. And then Adrian Peterson just outfought Jake Ryan for the football. Peterson like, come on, dude, give me the ball.
Peterson. And he will fight his way up to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 6, and we're going to go back to the pick in the end zone. 3rd and 5. Peterson, and they're going to get the ball back because Clinton-Dix makes the tackle, so they'll run the clock down as far as they can. 8 seconds, 4th down, and the punt by Locke. Fielded at the 37 by Micah Hyde, and he goes out of bounds from the 42-yard line. Rodgers, and he gets hit as he throws. Pressure put on up the middle. Incomplete, second down. Four-man rush. Rodgers fires over the middle. That's incomplete. Intended for Cobb. 15 times 5 tonight. Third down and 10. Rodgers flushed out. Keeping his eyes downfield. Throws and not even close. That one is knocked down by Munnerlyn. So it's down to this. One play, fourth down. Backing up right now. They're also backing the linebackers up. And Rodgers on fourth down. He's going to keep it alive on a pass to Richard Rodgers. Line of scrimmage is the 46. Does he spike it here? No. Backs up, throws to the outside. Caught, getting out of bounds now is Devontae Adams. 24 seconds from the 39-yard line. And Rodgers, a little pressure. Scrambles away, takes a shot deep downfield and out of the end zone. And that took 9 seconds off the clock. You're down to 15. And now Rodgers flips on the outside to Rodgers.
Have enough time.
Out of bounds. And that's going to take us, unless Aaron can spike it here.
Spike it.
That's going to do it. It's also fourth down. So can Rodgers spike it in time? He's going to get one more play. One more miracle attempt to the end zone. Can they do this again? No. Oh, mackerel.
Wow, what a game. Whew. It took every second, but they finally knocked the champs off in this division.
Mike Zimmer. Took him a long time to get a head coaching job. Gets the Gatorade bath. Division champs. They have another game at their temporary home in Minneapolis before they go to the Dome next year. And the Seahawks know they go to the Twin Cities, and the Packers know they go to Washington.